climate change. I think it's a lot of hot air, and I think it's just a good excuse for the government to charge the people of this country more taxes and just get more money for the government to waste on other things.
There's a lot of old-fashioned traditions in football. I mean, I'm all in favour of traditions, but some of them, there's no reason why they can't change.
I've supported Forest Green since I was a kid. Watched them go through from the local county league into the National League today and knocking on the door of the Football League.
I've been supporting Forest Green probably most of my life. I live here, it's my local team. You know, they had their ups and downs, but I still love them.
Well, Dale came in when we were in a really bad way. I mean, we could have easily gone bankrupt and completely folded.
Dale Vince is the majority shareholder at the club, very big majority, and he effectively owns the club.
Well, I think he got his money from the windmill very close to here, where he got renewable energy and started selling it and stuff.
Ever since Dale Vince has come in with Ecotricity, there's a little bit more money and we've got better players come in. He's changed the colours of the team.
It's more than just football now at Forest Green. Dale's values come through loud and clear. His vision is about progression to the Football League and ideally up to the Championship. But also it's all about sustainability in football.
Definitely got a lot fancier, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot fancier.
Start off, it's all gone vegan.
That's the main talking point.
You know, it's always been quite a challenge having to deal with that.
We had to get a burger beforehand before we came up, so that was a bit of a shame. But most fans, I guess, a lot of people might not like that. They come to football, they want a burger and a pint and that kind of thing, whereas they can't really get that here anymore. Yeah.
Nobody really has a bad word to say about the food because the food's good, but there is still the traditional football chant of
Horrible, it's horrible. Look, it's not even butter in it. It's dry. I'm angry and I'm trying not to swear. Apparently something to their own also, I don't know, but I don't care. We want meat, that's it. That's all we want.
Where's the sausage gone? Where's the sausage gone?
It's a veggie burger with salad.
Rich, what do you think?
Mine's exactly the same as yours.
That's all they sell. And it soaks up my alcohol intake before the game. I shouldn't say that, the mic might see it, but it is, joking aside, it is nice.
One time you couldn't, I suppose, contemplate eating vegan food, but I spoke to Dale about this on one occasion. He told me then that to produce 1 tonne of beef, you take 10 tonnes of grain to feed the animals that produce it, and to me that doesn't make sense.
Some thought they were being dictated to and it was a bit offensive and that kind of stuff, so there was a reaction, you know, which was, let's say, bigger than I expected. But I wouldn't say it lasted awfully long. We said, look, don't worry about what's not in the food, just come and try the food, you know, try to be open-minded. There's only a football game once every 2 weeks on average, so it's a couple of hours of the day. Don't come and try to eat what you normally eat, come and try to eat something different. Forest Green Rovers makes 20% of its own electricity. One of our stadium rooftops is coated in solar panels. The other 80% we bring in through the grid, but we bring it from our windmills, from from Ecotricity sources. Water-wise, I mean, water's a very important issue. We've dug a system of drains underneath our pitch so that whatever water goes onto the pitch from the rain or from man-made sources, we capture it and we reuse it. So we've got a water cycle going on for the pitch.
We have an organic football pitch, totally free of chemicals and pesticides. Dale's completely different to your traditional football club owner because of what he stands for. No other football club have green ethos and look after the environment as much as we do, and that's something that I can help spread by what we do out on that football pitch.
I'm sure in 20 years' time, Forest Green will be looked back on as a kind of gold nugget where lots of things are in decay, whereas Forest Green were trying to show another way. Sport, like lots of things in our life, should be more sustainable if we're going to save the planet. I mean, it's a huge message.
It's obviously important, you can't deny that, and so if you can incorporate it into daily life like football pitches and stuff like that, it's brilliant.
Everyone tells me it's very important. I think we see evidence of it around us, and therefore, you know, sensibly you have to support it. Can't say I agree with everything. I like to burn a coal fire at times, but
sport is a good way to get stuff out there. You know, certain people aren't aware about how well things are with like the eco-friendly stuff and solar panels. Everyone thinks, oh, it's going to take me 6 hours to get some hot water to have a bath with a solar panel. You know.
When it comes to renewable energy, I think what a lot of people don't understand is that there's enough of it to power our entire lives. So take Britain for example. You know, there's enough onshore wind to power the country 4 times over. There's enough marginal farmland to power us from solar, something like 9 times over. We're surrounded by the sea, by waves and by tidal power, and actually we can make gas from grass.
I think Forest Green are left-wing eco-warriors. I'm a bit disappointed. I've come all this way and I've got no milk, me coffee, no meat pie. Yeah, I've asked for a chocolate bar. I don't even get a Cadbury's chocolate bar for me £1. So there you have it.
I think there's a long way to go. Obviously there's other clubs that do condemn, you know, what Forest Green are doing, trying to make fun of it, but it's helping the environment, and I think if the message keeps getting across to the rest of the supporters out there, hopefully other clubs will follow what Forest Green Rovers are doing.
I do think it's important for football as a whole because then we can set a trend. There's going to be a stage where we could have to rely on green energy and everyone's going to remember what Forest Green Rovers did.
It's all about preserving this place that we live on. This planet is our only planet and we want to live here for as long as we possibly can.